What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? I hope y'all watched the same game that I watched. I mean, dang, yo. Look, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That game had me sitting on the edge of my seat the entire time. Okay, Lamar Jackson was giving it. Joe Burrow was giving it. It was a shootout between two great quarterbacks in the AFC North, and the Ravens wind up taking that dub. Let's get into the details of what happened during the game. Alright, so on offense, man, gotta give it up for Lamar Jackson and just him getting to every single target out there. I don't think there was a person on the offensive team who didn't touch the ball. We had Zay Flowers catching. We had Kohler catching. We had Bateman catching. We had Likely scoring. We had Mark getting in there catching some plays. We even saw Tylen Wallace come in as a wide receiver and catch some passes. So the offense definitely moved that ball around and everybody got some touches. Next thing we'll talk about is the defense. The defense to me struggled a little bit in the first half of the game. They definitely could not stop the run. Like the run game, like I think Chase Brown was just like Speedy Gonzalez up the middle every single time, and I was like, yo, what are we doing? We like number one in stopping the run, so I'm not sure what they lost in that, but the run game in the beginning, they could not stop it. But they got it together, and at the end when it mattered, the defense did what it needed to do. Alright. Alright, y'all. We got to talk about number 8 again. Look, everybody's be wondering, like, why Lamar Jackson get the MVP? Why this? Why that? Why he ain't nothing but a running back? Blah, blah, blah. No other quarterback in the NFL right now can get out of situations better than Lamar Jackson can. I mean, the whole time, the Bengals defense was having such a hard time trying to sack Lamar. I mean, I think I saw 4 scrambles he did where he actually got away. And that the one that I'm mainly focused on is where he definitely showed an MVP move there when he dropped the ball, picked it up. Defense was coming in hot, trying to get a tackle. He flips or turns or something to get away, runs over to the right side. Dude comes over, he stiff arms him twice, okay, and then still made that pass to Isaiah Likely in the end zone, and it was just amazing. Like my mind was blown on that, okay, like. Lamar Jackson had a night. I mean, I think he passed for 330-something yards. Joe Burrow also passed high, like 390 or 380 or something like that. But overall, man, like Lamar Jackson did that. I'm very impressed with the way that he got out of situations in this game. Overtime, y'all. Whew, overtime. All right, let's start at fourth quarter, 5 minutes. 5 minutes left in the game. Fourth quarter, 5 minutes left in the game. I believe Cincinnati had the ball, and then Marlon Humphrey catches the interception thrown by Joe Burrow, and it was a contested throw. I don't understand why he even threw that, but whatever. It helped us out. Marlon Humphrey got the ball. We were able to get the ball back, and then unfortunately, we actually was able to get into close enough range to have Justin Tucker kick a field goal to tie it, right? And then that ended the game and put us into the overtime. In overtime, y'all, Ravens get the ball, okay? They turn over the ball. Lamar Jackson turns the ball over, drops it again, okay? And then the Bengals kicker misses. Like, this was such the universe saying the Ravens need this dub, okay? Because the kicker was supposed to make that field goal, and the game was supposed to be over. But the kicker The Cincinnati kicker misses the field goal, gets us back the ball, and of course, Henry solidified that win with the 51-yard run. And then Tucker comes in clutch and kicks the field goal that wins the game. Okay, so first off, overall, from 5 minutes up until the end of overtime, the game was super duper crazy. And I'm yelling at the TV. My wife's yelling at the TV. It was a good game. Okay, let's talk about the dumbest play of the game. So the dumbest play of the game has to go to, just like Lamar Jackson did great. I won't call him out when he does some dumb shit. Okay, no offense. Sorry, YouTube, for the language. But that where he drops the ball, fumbles, and they get the ball back, that was the dumbest play of the game right there. If it wasn't for the kicker missing, we wouldn't have lost that game, straight up. Like, we got lucky that the kicker missed, and it was able to come back into our hands to get that win. So, all right, top offensive player of the game. Whew, this was tough, y'all. This was tough because, there was a lot of good stuff that was happening out there. Lamar Jackson, he always going to be great. But I didn't want to give it to Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry again. I wanted to incorporate some other people, and likely deserves it to be the number one man to go ahead and win that player of the game, top offensive player of the game, is likely. Isaiah Likely. 2 touchdowns in that clutch moment where Lamar Jackson was about to be out of bounds. He was about to get sacked, but he wound up stiff-arming. Isaiah Likely was looking at Lamar Jackson the whole time and was able to keep track of what Lamar Jackson was doing in order to get that clutch touchdown. Okay. The next player of the game, y'all, I'm going to give it up to Bateman, man. Bateman did that, man. Bateman had a excellent game today. I was impressed with Bateman. Bateman, normally we don't see too much from him. Lamar, he doesn't really throw to Bateman like that, but today, Lamar and Bateman were here with each other. They were seeing each other, and he was catching. I think he might have caught all the passes. If not, I think he missed one. But I think that might have been Lamar's fault because he had threw it too low. So Bateman had a great game today. So he gets the top offensive player of the game with Likely. Top defensive player of the game. All right, so the top defensive player of the game has to go to Super Kyle Hamilton. All right, minus the penalty that he had. But other than that, Kyle Hamilton had a really good game. He got to Joe Burrow. Sometimes we didn't even know how he even get there, right? Like, he was so fast. And, if it wouldn't have been for the penalty that he had, he would have caught that ball. He was already gone. All right, so that was great. Excuse me. All right, so we went over the top. Matter of fact, I got one more. Okay, so another top defensive player of the game. I didn't really want to give it to Marlon Humphrey at first, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to Marlon Humphrey because if it wasn't for him catching that interception, we would have already lost the game. We wouldn't have even went into overtime if it wouldn't have been for him catching it. So the next top defensive player of the game goes to Marlon Humphrey. All right, y'all. So this is about to end of the video, but I just want to go ahead and throw some last remaining marks in there to let y'all know that right now, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens own Joe Burrow. Okay, they are up in the fight against them 9-1. Beast, and they go in and take the wins in their home court. Okay, so it's definitely feels great to know that everybody that puts Joe Burrow on this pedestal that he is the best, etc., Lamar Jackson owns him. Okay, he wins. When it comes to Joe Burrow, he on top. This was by far the best game that I have seen in the NFL. I don't know if anyone else watched the game and felt the way, the Ravens felt, the way the Cincinnati felt, but man, that was a good game. I don't think the Ravens played a better game. Even against the Chiefs, sorry Chiefs, but it was a shootout between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson came out on top, and that's it. Ravens went into hostile territory, and did what they needed to do to get out with the dub. So once again, we got the Washington Commanders coming up. Look, that's a rivalry up here in Maryland, kinda, because they so close. Like, I think Ravens Stadium between the Washington Commanders Stadium is like an hour to an hour and a half with traffic. So this is going to be a good game. Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback, and he runs like Lamar. So I'm be very, very, eyes tuned in to this game, okay? So, look, y'all be safe out there, and, hey, until the next one.